This is my 2025 walkthrough. I'll try and do a walkthrough every 6 months if people are interested in it. See where it goes, evolves, and changes on a daily basis. All right, as we first walk into it, I've got my toolbox on the driver's side, just behind my driver's seat. I keep all my batteries on the wall so I can grab them easily. 8 amp hour batteries are my preferred for any of the impact stuff or any tools that I'm using. The 5 amp hour is good for my vacuum, anything like that. I try and always keep 8 amp hour batteries charged. The 12 volt batteries are good for the cordless wrenches, and I got a couple 12 volt jigsaws. I keep all my battery chargers on the wall here. This is my main working area above my toolbox. This is a piece of 14 gauge steel. I had this piece of 14 gauge broke for me, so I can put it on top. It is bent. This is all one piece, so nothing falls behind the toolbox. I had a toolbox beforehand and everything would fall behind it on my old van. It drove me crazy, so I fixed that issue with this setup. I keep stickers here. If anyone has stickers they want to send me, I will gladly put them up on my sticker wall. This is great as well because this is like a consumable piece. There's 2 pieces of 3/4 plywood underneath this, and I can hammer on this all day and not worry about any of the structural stuff underneath. Toolbox is just a normal setup. Sockets and kind of an everything drawer in the top. It looks messy as hell. I know where everything is, so. And I lose some stuff, but I know it's in that drawer somewhere. Second wrench drawer, all organized wrenches, keep hammers, larger wrenches here, and there's miscellaneous stuff, extra pens and chisels and stuff like that. First thin drawer, assorted nuts, bolts, some shrink wrap stuff, assorted linch pins, screws, just kind of assorted stuff. Screwdriver drawer, Allen wrenches, digital calipers. I keep any of the hand stuff in here. And then next drawer is going to be Torx bits, impact Allen wrenches, extended Allen wrenches. This drawer is hand tools. This is a snap ring set. Got some cutters, a lot of the stuff. I got a bunch of stuff from Harbor Freight they sent me out. I haven't put it in here yet. I need more storage. I probably need to buy another toolbox and put it in my storage bin so I can put my extra tools in that. First big drawer is just consumables, sanding discs, cut-off wheels, brushes, stuff that won't fit in other drawers. Here's where I keep all my power tools. And the bottom is the grease stuff. I've got race pounders, hole saws, grease tubes, and just any boxes that I have tools in. Storage wise, I use pack outs. My plan is to change all this out. I really want to just go to drawers and build my own drawers so I have more room for bearings. This is bearings and races and stuff like that. This keeps a bunch of electrical stuff, plugs, stuff like that. This one's just an overflow pack, and it's got a bunch of assorted steel and gussets and stuff like that. And some hinges, some dump hinges. This right here is my backing plate tower. I can keep 4 12-inch and 4 10-inch in the truck at all times, and then I can slot 4 more 12-inch in the bottom. I don't use it as much anymore, mainly because I have a storage facility that I'm able to keep a bunch of trailer parts at. So I'm rethinking the design for 2026, but for right now this works. Keep my porta band and my welder up on this shelf that I built. And then I have a Predator 8750 that goes and powers the unit. That Predator also powers my solar battery charger. That way if it gets low, I just turn the generator on, fill this thing up. That powers lights and stuff, and I can charge batteries off of it if I really need to. It's my main grab and go wall. So I have Milwaukee pack out wrenches, and I've got a 1/2-inch deep socket set on the back here. This is all the electrical stuff, and then there's a like miscellaneous pack out that I have. But I can grab it, go work on wiring, and then when I'm done, I can throw it back in there. We got power tool drawer, all Hercules. I've got the charged power drawer, which a bunch of chargers, extra batteries, stuff like that. Assorted fabrication stuff. And then another kind of fuse drunk tip drawer. So I have all my tips for my welders. Keep all my trash buckets underneath that little overhang there. I have a steel bin in the back for bearings and other stuff that I cut off, and then I just recycle the other steel. Then I've got a couple shops that are super cool with me, just tossing hub and drums and backing plates for recycling. Got an eye wash station because I do get .3 brake fluid in my eyes all the time, so I like having this and flush my eyes. These paper towels come in a huge roll, and I love them. They work great. Clean up anything I need. I use bottle jacks for everything for lifting trailers. This is the 3 that I keep ready to go. I've got a 4th here, and then I tuck my dunnage underneath all that. Jack stands are in the back. I just open the rear doors, pull my jack stands out, put them underneath the trailer. This box is where I keep a bunch of my rolls of wire, miscellaneous wiring, 7-way wiring, my pull tape to pull wire through tubing and stuff like that. On the rear, underneath my generator, I have my 50-foot extension. I keep all my wheel chocks underneath the generator, and then I keep all my welding extension cabling there. That's the whole tour of the van for the end of 2025. I'll do another one in 6 months, so in June, I'll do another van tour, see if anything changed up. You guys have any questions? Any suggestions that I can make this van more efficient? Any stuff that you guys have done? comment below, like the video. Thank you for watching. It means the world to me and my family. So thank you for watching. Thank you for the customers that trust me to work on all their equipment. To a great 2026. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everyone.